Diversity and inclusion go hand in hand. You cannot have a diverse workforce without inclusion, and you certainly won't find inclusion without a diverse workforce. With that in mind, I want to lift up two narratives that I feel best describe inclusion. I share these narratives along with others in my Pluralsight course, Fostering a Diverse and Inclusive Culture. These narratives help describe what inclusion looks and feels like for us and to our employees. The first narrative is, I see me, and the second is, I can bring my whole self to work. I'm going to dig into the first narrative for a few minutes. The I see me narrative describes a feeling of comfort and belonging when you visually see someone like you. In the 90s, I was one of the first female directors in my company. Yes, I've had many opportunities being the only female at the table, sitting in meetings or out to dinner with your team, and even just engaging in day-to-day business when you are the only one like you doesn't feel good for anyone. Gender equality is evolving, and corporations are making great strides in eliminating bias in their hiring practices, and more women are in the workplace than ever before, giving companies greater opportunities to ensure gender equality. The feeling, though, that comes with the I see me narrative is often an unconscious feeling, and sometimes it never registers into our conscious brains. Let me share an example of this. A while back, my husband and I adopted a sibling group of Hispanic boys. Nope, they do not look anything like their mom, dad, or sisters. Just a few days after these boys joined our family, we were still at the awkward trying to get to know you stage. I took my new 14-year-old son shopping for clothes. This awesome son of mine and his brothers came into our family with one black garbage bag that held all their combined belongings. While shopping, he and I engaged in a conversation. I see him look over my shoulder and do the teenage nod and peace bro sign to someone behind us. I looked over to see who he was waving at, and I see another teen Hispanic boy across the store who had waved back at my son. I asked my son, "Oh, is that someone you know?" He says, "No." Mind blown, it was such a welcoming gesture for someone he'd never seen before. How often do we typically wave across the store at a stranger? I quickly took in the situation as my eyes roamed the store and realized the entire store was full of white people. My son and the other teen were the only two people in this large department store who were of a different race. I see me as pretty powerful, wouldn't you say? My son saw someone like him, and without even realizing what he was doing, he connected with a stranger. A connection between two teenage boys, no less. A connection made just because they saw someone else like them. Connecting this to the workplace. I see me narrative refers to when we walk into the room or sit down at the table. I see someone I can connect with, teammates who look similar to me, who may have similar life experiences than mine, others I can converse with. I was visiting a team in a call center environment, a 1-800 help me, my computer's broken tech support team. I met a gentleman much older than myself who had been working in the same position for over 38 years. 38 years answering phones and giving great customer service day after day. Can you imagine what type of tech support he was giving 38 years ago? Probably helping me and my high school friends with our broken Sony Walkmans or Atari Pong games, maybe a stuck VHS or Betamax tape. What an amazing 38-year tech support journey this man had. As I analyzed his environment and interacted with both him and his team, I wondered, does he feel included? Is his experience appreciated amidst the large grouping of Gen Z and millennial tech support peers he interacts with each day? Yes, I See Me narrative certainly includes age grouping to ensure everyone feels a sense of belonging.